All right, today we're going to be taking a look at Porto Neroli by Maison Alhambra, which is a clone of Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. If you're looking for a very clean and musky citrus floral fragrance that is inexpensive, then Porto Neroli is a solid choice for that. So as you can see here, this is a nice box that it comes in, and if you take a look at the bottle, it is very nice looking and it matches the fragrance well. The cap is acrylic and this is an EDP concentration. I will say that the atomizer is not the best. So this is a fairly recent purchase for me. I know sometimes it's hard to get. I was able to get it for $20 from FragranceNet. And at the time of making this video, I did check Amazon and it is listed for $22.50 today. So this is listed as a unisex fragrance, and I would definitely agree with that. Certainly not masculine heavy, nor is it overly feminine. So just a real quick overview of Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. Basically, this is a citrus aromatic. This is dominated by neroli, citruses, white florals, and a very clean musk. Let's take a quick look at the scent of the Tom Ford version, and then we will look at the Maison Alhambra version and compare the two. So when you first spray it on, you get a lot of citrus notes along with neroli and a touch of white florals. It's fairly evenly mixed. Nothing really stands out. I do catch some light lemon notes that kind of stand out to my nose just a bit, but overall very well blended in the beginning. So once it dries down, it is basically a very citrusy neroli note along with some florals and some soft, sweet, musky notes. Overall, the fragrance comes off very clean and elegant. So if you could picture something like a shower gel in a very high-end hotel, that's kind of the vibe that I get from this fragrance. So you're looking at around $170 to $200 for the 30 ml version at most department stores. So compare that to the $20 clone version. That's quite a price difference. So let's take a look at the Maison Alhambra version and see how it stacks up against the original. Porto Neroli opens up a little bit different. That neroli is a little bit more prominent and it comes off a little bit sharper and more green smelling. Having said that, the moment you spray this, you know it is a Neroli Portofino clone. The clone also really doesn't have that kind of a candied lemon scent that I get in the original, but overall it is very close to the original in the opening. So once it dries down, again, it comes very close to the original. The soft muskiness is not there as much, and I don't really get that kind of sweet, musky scent that I do out of the original. To me, this is one of those fragrances, like if you wore Neroli Portofino a few months ago for, say, 3 days in a row, and then you get this clone in the mail today, and that you spray it on, your initial thought is it's basically identical to the OG. But if you were to test them out and spray them side by side over a couple of days, you would be able to pick out a couple of differences between the two fragrances. Overall, the comparison is very good, especially for a $20 or $21 fragrance. To me, if you're not willing to pay the full price for the original, this is a good option. If I'm being honest, to me, the Tom Ford version smells much better. It just seems more refined, and it has a few notes that just make it stand out a little bit more, which is why I like it better. But it's not a fragrance that I love, so personally, I would never pay $150 to $200 for Neroli Portofino because I'd rather spend my money on another fragrance at that cost. As far as performance, I get about 4 hours from Neroli Portofino from Tom Ford, and I get about the same, maybe 3, maybe 4 hours out of Porto Neroli by Maison Alhambra. As far as performance goes, they are very close as far as projection and longevity. Not that much of a drop off here. If you love the scent of neroli, or you like the Tom Ford version, but you're not willing to shell out retail price for that, to me, this one is a really good option. This is the only clone that I have of Neroli Portofino, so I think Dossier has one. I'm sure there are other ones out there, but I just have not smelled those, so I can't tell you if this is the best one or not. If you want similar content to this, please hit that like and subscribe button, which lets me know to keep churning out videos like this.